What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? This is James, RedoptionAgency.com. 23 years selling full-time on eBay, and it is Friday, I believe. Yes, it is. Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's, all you lovely people out there in the world. The world. So we're going to check on this week's numbers, see what we did for the week. Up, down, all around. What's going on in your town? What's been going on? What happened yesterday? Sales seemed pretty good. There was a shutdown overnight from like 11:30 to 5:30. Huge shutdown. But my phone's been going off like crazy while I was pulling. So I'm thinking the numbers should be okay. We'll check into that. Descriptions still being deleted off of my drafts when I try to list. Pain in the booty hole. Don't remember anything else that was going on, so that's good. Sales have been pretty close to my normal where they should be on the last several days, so we'll see what's going on. So right now we're at 10 a.m. So we'll check now sales right now. So 10 a.m. Friday, my media store, no, my clothing store, my small store, $178 at 10 a.m. by itself. 150 to 250. I prefer 250. I should, when my nights are not shut down, I should surpass 250. I do surpass 250 on most of those times, but last night was a shutdown. My media store, $130. So we're already over $300 at 10 a.m. with the overnight shutdown. Biggity bam. So that's good to see. Very good to see, I must say. What did yesterday do? Yesterday in the media store, let me put on the international websites also. I'll give you without first. Without selling on the international websites yesterday on the media store, $531. With the international sites, $614. So $614 on the media store. Where's my calculator? 614.76. 614.76. That was down 12.7. And then on the other store, $312.71. 312.71 equals. So $927.47 day yesterday. Thank you very much, eBay, for working for the last 3 days. It's been much appreciated, at least for the most part, working. It's been very, very nice to see, very comforting to see that seeing these sales come in. Of course, it's tax time too, on top of it. So bonus. Of course, we usually don't even, our taxes are usually extended for, they usually get done in the middle of the year or something. I don't even know. I don't pay attention to it, so I just let him do whatever he does. All right, for the week. We're going clothing store first. We got the 7th through the 13th. All right, $2,124.66. That's up 1% from last week. So thanks for the comment telling me where the selling cost is. They took the percentage off up at the top, but if you scroll down, you can find it. So selling cost, $991.13, 46.6%. So under 50%. So that's good. That's where I like to be. Net sales, $1,039, up 46% than the week before, but the week before had the $300 store fee in it. So 113 items sold over here at an average sale price of $19 per item. Top 5 categories over here this week was women's athletic shoes at number 5. Number 4, men's athletic shoes. Number 3, dropping 1 point, is t-shirts, men's t-shirts. $170 there. Jumping up at number 2 has been a pretty solid sell for me lately, is Toys and Hobbies action figures. $255 this past week. And number 1, men's hats, $821. So we're up there 11%. So good to see that. Good to see that up. Yeah, boy. All right, media store. We're going 7th through 13th with international. We are $3,827.52. 3827.52. Up 11.8%. Selling costs 48.8%, so we're under 50. Good to see. 377 items sold this week over here, up 58%. So that's been the difference. Average selling price, $10.15. Top 5 items over here. Coming in at number 5, CB radios, $131. Number 4, DVDs and Blu-rays, $312, up 36%. Music cassettes, $714, up 98% there. Vinyl records, $733, that's up 5%. So we got 2 there, not far away from that $1,000 mark. And then number 1, music CDs, $1,335, up 2%. So we got 1 over 1,000, and we've got 1, 2, 3 within striking distance of 1,000. That's pretty good. Pretty good. It's good to see. Good to see. So total for the week, $5,952. So a little over $1,000 away from what I shoot for, which would be $1,000 a day, but a little bit closer. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. I want to dedicate this video. How about that? We're going to dedicate this video to one Marcus Dixon's Pickens as he waves farewell to full-time eBay reselling. If you have not heard, he's decided to move on from eBay. He's getting married soon. He wants to do something more stable to provide. And his other channel with his Christian religion talk is doing pretty damn well. I checked it out. Almost 20,000 subscribers already. So he's killing over there. When I say, you know, I'm happy because he's doing what he loves to do, right? I mean, he's following his heart, and that's awesome. eBay is a grind. eBay is tough, right? eBay is a pain in the ass if you're not enjoying what you do 100%. It's like, to him, I'm guessing it felt like work. I'm just guessing there. like with me, this don't feel like work. I feel like I'm playing every day. I feel like I'm playing a video game every day. Okay, let's see how much money I can get today. Ding, 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 ding. That's what it feels like for me. So shout out to Marcus and all your future endeavors. And I hope you just stay happy. That's the goal in life. Just stay happy. Find your happiness. Life is tough, man. A lot of people go through a lot of shit. And staying the course to try to find your happiness, most people don't. Most people do not put in the effort. Most people don't stick with it, or they just think it's never going to happen and they bail and just, fall into a 9-to-5 that makes them miserable, or whatever the situation may be. Like, for somebody, like for me, I was hard-headed and stupid enough to just keep fighting to try to find what made me happy. And when I was laying in bed this morning, I was thinking about that. So I'm just kind of tying all this together. Just find your happy. But it can be tough to, I was 30 years old. I never thought my happy was coming. I thought I was going to just be miserable my whole life and, live as I was born, born into this place and just fall victim to being poor, being born poor in America. That's what I thought was going to happen to me. So you have to be hard-headed or just stubborn or just believe that, you know what, when I find my happiness, it's going to pay off. And I will find my happiness. Follow your heart always, no matter what anybody says. I moved on from a couple of relationships with girls because I felt I was getting negative pressure because I wasn't latching on to a 9-to-5 or, not taking opportunities that they thought I should take when I knew it wouldn't make me happy. And one statement I said to one of them is, I don't remember what the context of it all was, but I remember my statement was, at least I'm going to be happy. And I got to remember that every day, that I am doing what I enjoy doing. Don't take it for granted. And be happy that you're there. So, you take like Marcus, going from Reselling Grind channel, I'm just talking YouTube here, where he was grinding out videos about the grind that he was doing every day. And then he turns to something he loves with religion, and it takes off. Probably because people feel it, right? People can tell authenticity when it comes to videos. They know when somebody's being real. They know when somebody's, in their element. They know when somebody is just happy doing what they're doing. And that's why I'm sure that's why his videos took off on that channel, because he found his element. He found his happy. And that's what matters, Sometimes I look at my channel and go, okay, well then why hasn't my channel really taken off? When it comes to people who are resellers, but they talk in circles and you can tell that they don't even, they contradict themselves or they say a lot of questionable things. That's a nice way of putting it. But yet their channels are far surpassed mine. Well, they probably got started before me too on YouTube, on the YouTube side of it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure there. But so that comes down to, I guess, I don't know what that comes down to, honestly, just when it comes to reselling. I'm not talking about the garage sale videos or nothing. I'm talking about reselling and things like that, tips and what to do and things like that. There's a lot of there's several snake oil salesmen out there on eBay whose channels are bigger than mine, but yet I can see right through them. But yet there's so many people who can't, and so that always made me question my channel, what I'm doing. Maybe I should just give it up. In the past, not now. I don't care now, but I used to think that way, and that all that changed too when I changed my name I put my name on the channel. You know what? It's not about trying to be that reseller anymore. You know what you're getting on that front. What else do I like? And what else makes me happy? And why do I got to make a separate channel for it? That's just too much work for me. That would be the grind for me, right? Making 3 or 4, I've tried it, 3, 4, 5 different channels, putting different things on them. That's a grind for me. It didn't make me happy. So let's just make this channel me and put whatever I want up. And that in turn can deter it can deter the people who want something for free and want only that all the time. The selfish ones. It can deter a lot of selfish people. I'm just going to say that. Being a channel of your name and putting out just content of whatever is you deters a lot of selfish people. It's not the fact that they just, that's not my type of video, I'm not going to click on it. No, they click on it, complain about it, hit the thumbs down, and bitch. That's just selfishness. That's all that is. It's pure selfishness. So once you realize that and you're like, and you don't care about that, then I started looking at, okay, well, maybe when I do my other videos, what's that, $75? I start pushing those out to those type of people, like the everyday short with the dogs. I posted one yesterday on one of the Facebook groups for St. Bernards, and I got a little bump in subscribers overnight. Was it them? I don't know. Could be. Maybe they're here to see the St. Bernard shorts now. So just thinking differently and not worrying about the selfish nature of some people who want something for free and only want that and don't want you to talk about or do or be anything else. No, it ain't going to work like that. That's not my life. That's never been my life. And it's not going to be my life on YouTube from here on out. It's just be happy doing what you're doing. Find your love, and everything else will eventually follow. Oh, it's that umpire outfit. Alrighty. I got it up for $150. They come in at $75. It's going to Arizona, which means shipping's going to be a little bit higher. What do I got for shipping? $35. I'm not sure that would even cover Arizona nowadays. It might. But that thing's been sitting in storage forever. I've got nobody else biting on it. The box is extremely damaged. I priced it as if the box wasn't damaged, so I expected it to come in lower. And you know what? I'm just going to take it. It's already in a box. I'm just going to slap a sticker on it and move it like it is. So no packing. Just throw a sticker on it and let it go. Put some more tape on it to make sure it doesn't pop open in shipping, but I'm not going to box it or anything. It's not like it's something collectible. So simple, quick $75. But another item that did not fall into my 24-hour thing, but paid off a couple of days later. I listed a few days ago. That being said, I did get a couple more for my 24 hours that I put up yesterday. A $4 Hot Wheel, which you'll see here, and a $48, which I already shipped, item. So we're up to 365 at 24-hour sales. The part I put up yesterday that I already sold was I had found it when I was cleaning down here in a trash bag, and I remember exactly where I got it, and I never really looked in the trash bag. I knew basically what was in it, but I didn't pay attention. And so it was from like 1998 or whenever the first Batman movie came out, and they were store displays that hung from the ceiling. They had the spinning Batman in it, but these things were thrashed. They had bins in them. There was two sets, so I put them together in one package since they were all destroyed. So if somebody wanted to restore them or put them to make one good piece out of them, they probably could. But yeah, they were good size, just hanging Batman promotional items. And I remember where I got it because it was a situation where Gene from Record Exchange here in St. Louis, when I was buying stuff from him in bulk, he had called me one day and said, hey, I got this lead on this person. It turned out to be a guy going blind. And he was actually in the papers in the past for having one of the biggest music collections in St. Louis or whatever, or in his area or whatever. And he goes, hey, I bought the LPs and CDs from this person, but he's got 12,000 8-tracks and like 18,000 cassettes that he just needs gone. For only $500, but what I'm asking you is for a $500 finder fee on top of it. Well, for that many items, for like 30,000 items, $1,000 in, hell yeah. Here's your 500. Here's his 500. Let me get this stuff. And then Gene also would help me move it all from his house to my house. So, but he ended up giving me a trash bag. He goes, there's some, there was other stuff in it too. I remember pulling like he had stuff hanging up with his music collection and I guess that was eventually part of it, or at one time part of it. Because I pulled out these, I guess I already sold them. They were like 50s looking style, just pictures, pinup things of like, had music related, like jukebox and diner picture type of things on them. I remember pulling those out a long time ago and selling them. But I remember seeing that the other display looked kind of thrashed. I never really paid too much attention to it, just threw it in storage. And it turned out to be that. So that sold for $48 within a few hours after putting it up. So the stuff I have in storage, that's crazy. So, and that's what that's what this 24-hour thing's about, is finding that stuff and getting that high dollar stuff listed to try to make that extra $100 a day. But realistically, just getting that higher dollar stuff up to help the sales along the way. And that's probably what's helped my last 3 days also. I know I got a couple here that I put up part of that's past the 24-hour mark that are good dollar. So you'll see those here in a minute too, which I did not grab boxes for. Damn it. So I'll have to grab a couple boxes. All right, let me get started here so I can get this done, because we're already at 10:30 and I need to get to the post office. I need to get working for the day. Working for the weekend. No, working on the weekend. And another one that just sold this morning that I did not pull. Another toy. I think it was in one of the videos. The X-Men versus Street Fighter action figures sold $65. So that was paid today after 2 a.m. So that's another one of those items that I put up as for that. Now, if I was counting all that stuff, I'd probably be over my $100 day mark, which is good. If you take the average of when I started and what's sold between now and then and today, I'm probably past the $100 mark per day. So if you look at it from that aspect, it's been a success. But I'm using the harder version as motivation to make sure I do try to do that every day. So, and then the rest will follow. All right, so let me unclick some of this stuff. Nope, I did pull that. Oh, I forgot that hat. It's all the way around there. I'll just print up the label. It's a hat. I know it's going to be 7 ounces or less. So I'll just print the label and pull that after the fact. All right. Shipping. Get shipping labels. See if we got any international over here. And that is a no-go. All right. Let me grab a couple of my standard boxes real quick. He was out there. Like, Courtney can't play, but he was out there. He always like tries to, nip at her tail, and then she'll turn around. So then he'll take off and do a circle. So that's how he's been playing with her, knowing he can't wrestle with her. So he'll nip at her tail. She'll jump around at him, and he'll take off running. It's so cute to watch. But so they were out there having fun this morning. And it's ice and snow, so he ended up slipping. I'm like, no, not that back end again. But he walked up the stairs and everything fine. So I was worried he was going to hurt his back end again. So he's good, though. So it's good to see them to have fun like that. First up is one of those items within 24-hour items. There he is right there. Headed down to lay on the rug. The magic carpet. He's like, I need to fix this. Boink. Hi, babies. Look at that fluffy face. I don't know if you can get a good look. That's why I call him fluffy face. If you can get a good look at it, that angle. That's the fluffy face. We've got Arnold Schwarzenegger Commando action figure. This is part of the FYE buyout. When I buy out their clearance toys, bought tons of these, dirt cheap. Sold most of them right away for about the same amount. They're still going for about the same amount. So this sold for $88. Headed to Sarasota, Florida. It will fit. So again, I guess that's one of the beauties with, what I've built. Why not start taking advantage of what I've built here over the last 23 years? And that is 5 storage units full of stuff. And some of you are out there probably going, well, I said that years ago. You should have done it years ago. Pulling some of those high-dollar things out. And I'm not focusing on them. I'm just making sure I look for some every day. So, message. All right. 10, 8, 6. 1, 1. 10, 8, 6. I finally got the family to we can start eating at home more. Good Lord. We'd eat out once to twice every single day. So yesterday, Alex made tacos. The day before, Adrian made... What did Adrian make? I don't even remember. What did he make? I don't remember. But the day before that, we had some hamburger helper. The day before that, I made quesadillas. So, it's good to stop eating because every time they go to get fast food, I'm like, I don't want fast food. All right, just give me some Taco Bell tacos. Just get me blah. Just get me blah. So I'm glad we're at least. I mean, I'd rather have hamburger helper than Taco Bell. Next up, we've got Breckenridge, Colorado. So for $6, headed to Watkinsville, Georgia. Hamburger helper is Jan's. Jan's make. Jan don't make too much stuff. Sometimes when he tries too hard to make stuff, we end up eating out afterwards. Let's just get something. Throw this away. It didn't work. And they know if I'm cooking, they're going to get some. Well, because when I make quesadillas, I always mix up some chicken and cheese for them after I'm done cooking. So it's not really cooking when it's quesadillas, but you know what I mean. Brandon. Next up is another one of those toys. So this one is a Frankenstein monster. Sold for $14.50, headed to Tampa, Florida. Universal monster. I remember watching going to Universal and watching the monster show. Beetlejuice, and Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein. And that was like 96 or something. It's been a minute. It'd be nice to take a vacation again. Hopefully we'll have him stable enough. That the boys can care for him. That would be nice. I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody has got a body like me. Maria. That's the one I forgot to pull. Sheila. So that's perfect right there. We'll just leave it right there. Next up, we got Barney. Nice vintage hat. I thought these would sell higher, and they're not. $6 what I took an offer on. Oh, that's why I had it lowered, because somebody cut the freaking thing off to make it smaller. That's why I lowered it. So headed to Inglewood, New Jersey. So, well, think of like Marcus, man. What? Living 2 hours away from a Benz, but use the Benz as part of his business plan, right? Coming up once a week, grabbing stuff, listing during the week, making videos during the week, making content, shipping all week. Every Monday buying at the Benz. He went from buying kind of whateverish. I think he went back and forth a couple of times. Whateverish to only high dollar to whateverish to only, and then tried Whatnot, where he was getting basically whateverish money for high dollar stuff. I will not touch Whatnot. Not yet. I think it's got a long way to go before I'd touch it. What else is he's done? The whole getting people to send him stuff. Having buyers. Or, buyers for him. Got this just blank yellow cap. Sold for $10.50. Headed to New York, New York. Ow. Ow. I hear Alex. I don't know if he's got to work today or not. Guess he does. I didn't hear him up at 3 a.m., so I guess he's going to work maybe. Alright, next up. Next up we got Broken Nail. Alright, And we got a Cardinals cap. Sold for $10.50, headed to Albany, California. Albany, California. But there's been a lot of people who has moved on from reselling, right? I think there would be a lot more if there was some that were not making so much money on YouTube that would not be doing reselling. They're only doing it because the content supports the reselling, which is what it is. You know, there's nothing wrong with it as long as people are aware of it, right? Because everything's going to be more skewed because they can take more chances or they can pay more for things. Like if I was making $100,000, hell, even $10,000 a month on, I guess that's a little bit more than $100,000 a year, but if I was making that kind of money on YouTube, or like as a homeschooling picker or something like that, the money they're making on YouTube, they can freaking they could walk into an estate sale and say, just give me everything, right? And take that chance. Whereas for you and I, that would not be something smart to do if the price is not right. But they could walk in and say, okay, whatever your asking price is, give me everything. And you see that a lot on YouTube when it comes to that, because they're not, the money they're investing in whatever they're buying is not for resale purposes. It's for content making purposes. So you'll see people who will pay, like take, for instance, Gas Monkey Garage. They just built the skid mark truck that supposedly I think cost like $400,000 to build. They sold it for $250,000. They can take that loss because they made up for it on their YouTube channel. See, so if you can make up for the content, so that's why it's skewed. You got to watch out and go, okay, I can't buy that because they're only buying it because YouTube's supporting their purchase. So that's where the whole part that comes the gray area. I don't like it because people are not forthcoming with that information. Like, would I do something like that? No. If I was in that position, I would sit here and say, hey, I'm buying all this stuff, but I may lose money on it on the reselling side, but my YouTube video and this content, the video I'm making right now, is going to offset that. And I'm going to make more off this video than what I'm paying for here. So this is just gravy in the overall compass of my income, right? It's not, I wish these people would, I don't watch them all. I hope these people break things down for their viewers who are trying to sell things. You know what I mean? You can overpay and take more chances when you have free money, the content creation part of it. So, and if you don't have that, it's hard. It's hard to, I was doing it before YouTube, or at least before I was on YouTube. And it's hard. And I'm just thankful I, did it the way I did it. Being I can go without cost of goods for as long as I need to, if times got bad or whatever. We got this Padre Island shirt, sold for $9.50, headed to the Virgin Islands. You got to have a plan. You've got to have a business plan. You've got to stick with that business plan and see it through. I talked about it before. Changing things consistently may not work. You can pull little things into your business plan, but totally changing your business plan can set you up to fail. Not saying that's what Marcus did. I'm just talking now overall on reselling as a whole. John. you can't consistently switch things. You can't take things for what they appear to be on YouTube because of the skewed money income. We got this blank auto hat. So for $9, headed to Laredo, Texas. But then again, if I had that kind of money on YouTube, I don't think I would necessarily change my reselling part, because that wouldn't be what probably got me, what that's not what earned me the money. Would be changing it wouldn't be smart. It'd be like the business plan. If my channel started making $10,000 a month, it's because I was doing this. So to stop and change that content, you would see a decline, right? Same with business. The same with doing a business, having a business plan. If you stopped what your plan is, what's working, and shifted, you're going to see a drop. So like if all of a sudden my channel took off and was getting that kind of money, I wouldn't go out and, say, oh, I'm buying all this because I'm buying it for the content creation part. What I would actually do is start something a little different, another little series of videos going, okay, I'm investing this into a cabin in the Smoky Mountains. Let's see if I can make money doing this. I would do something bigger. Let's invest this money in a rare Ferrari and see if I can flip it in a year and make a profit. But I'm going to drive it a little bit beforehand. I would try bigger things if I was in that position. And I guess that's kind of like what Harry Tornado and them do. Don't they put money in other things here and there? I vaguely see things about they bought a house once or to flip or something, so they've tried different things, I'm guessing. But that is because of YouTube money, not because of resale money. I'm sure. I don't know 100%. I'm just guessing there. Lastly, over here, we got this Mel's hat. Sold for $6, headed to Independence, Louisiana. Person's name's Mel. Ta-da! Makes sense. All right. My computer says 3 inches of snow Tuesday. Yeah. Just like we were supposed to get several inches the other day, right? Got like a dusting, a little ice. That's it. Stun form, activate. I remember that one name, so I won't stick it on something. Was it Sheila? No. So I got to pay attention here because I know I got an extra one I have to ship out. Kevin. John. Howard the Duck. I think that's why, the fact that reselling's hard, right? I think that's what, I know that's why you see a lot of effort from some resellers to make content, because they want that extra, they want and or need or both, both. I just said that, and or is both, James, and that extra income, because it'll make things a lot easier. But like I said, the problem comes is if the person, the reseller, is not upfront about that. Like, say, John, Flippin' Ain't Easy. He puts seems like he puts a lot of time and a lot of thought into trying to make videos that will help his channel make more money, right? Which is not a bad thing. But say his channel takes off. Super crazy takes off. Makes reselling a breeze now, right? I think he would be one of the people who would be open about it and say, hey, I'm able to do this because I'm making this on YouTube. Well, at least I would hope he, I think he would be that person who would say, this is my YouTube money. This is my resale money. I'm able to do this. I was able to buy more pallets or whatever he buy, at the time or whatever, because I did well on YouTube this month. At least that's what I would do if I was in that case. But I see him as maybe that, because you can see he tries hard to make content to grow the channel. He puts a lot of effort into it. So I think he would be forthcoming with that kind of a breakdown type of thing. Whereas other people are not. They are not that forthcoming with it. At least not that I've seen. Let's just put it that way. So I'm not saying names because I don't know 100%. Give me another tote here. My whole point is not dogging anybody. It's just be careful, type of thing. Not everything is as you see. The guy who buys jet planes, who bought the Elvis plane and turned it into an ugly ass drivable RV. Chances are he did that because of content, right? He was able to further his channel because of content layered over and over and over again with money, content. And that's the way YouTube is. That's the beauty of YouTube. Mr. Beast started counting from 1 to whatever, 100,000. Now he spends millions and millions of dollars on a video because he makes millions and millions of dollars on a video. So the gray area is when people mesh that. Like if you see somebody doing something for free, they're doing it because of YouTube money. It's allowing them to do that. Mostly, probably. Like the guy who drives around and fixes people's cars and don't charge him or charges them a little bit of money or whatever. He's making it up on his YouTube videos. He's not doing those services and making a kill. He's not charging $45 for something that might cost $1,000 because he's got a successful business. No, it's because he's got a successful YouTube. That. So the people who try to blur that line, which is a lot, which is some reselling channels, is what you have to be, aware of. All right, move on, James. Next topic. Next topic is get this stuff shipped. Damn it. All right. Let me see what. All right. Get shipping labels. I know I at least have one international. let's see. We've got UK, Australia, and that's it. Remove. All right. First up, Wishful Thinking, Way Down West cassette. Sold for $5, headed to Buffalo, New York. Cause I'm broken. Hi, puppies. Oh, why is that coming up like that? Guess it got stuck, maybe? Alright. It wasn't zeroed out. I'm like, I know there's nothing on it. I've been using my baskets since I've had so many. I got a few over here and a few over there. So before I was straightening everything up, I would sometimes lay something down to dig in a box, and then I would forget where it's laid down, and I'm over here going, I know I pulled that, where's it at? And I couldn't find it. So now I got baskets strategically placed, so if I put anything down, they go in the basket. And then I carry the basket over here. Something so simple. David. Alright, next up. Best Ibiza themes, or whatever that's called. It's like a dance thing from like late 90s, early 2000s or whatever. Biggity bam. Sold for $4.50, headed to Independence, Missouri in 1999. Baby girl. They help me load the car, so they're always waiting for me to get finished so they can go out front. And they get themselves a little treat coming in. You paid priority? Yes, you did. $10.99, huh? Okay. Paid for priority going up to Independence, Missouri. Priority it is, but being so close, probably get there in the same amount of time as ground would. Well, I don't know, you never know nowadays with the post office. Next up, are you ready for a CD lot? Yeah, we got Cursed. We've got Cocktail soundtrack. These are all soundtracks. We've got Wild Wild West. Wrong Wild Wild West, but better song. Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West. Shattered. That's a double. That's broken. That's a double. Come on, give me something here. There we go. And there we go. This is, yeah. And we've got Can't Hardly Wait soundtrack. 5555 buy two get two, headed to Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas. So do they live in the national park, or is it going to the national park? And damn it, again, I did not stop and look for those ones I know I've got around here somewhere. Hi, baby girl. There's my baby girl. Trying to hold off to do a supply order. So I had to order some LP mailers already. Just trying to hold off till I need hat boxes. Just do it all at once. Jonathan. Alrighty, next up, the Unplugged collection. Sold for $4.50, headed to Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville. I got a fluffy face, poopy. She went upstairs. Oh, she needs water. So they just came in, so I don't think she needs to go out. Mark. I forgot to check the water before I came down. Bad James. Gmo Ballin' for Life CD. That needs resurfaced. Sold for $14, headed to Edinburgh, Texas. Charles. Next up, Clark Sisters, You Brought the Sunshine. 12-inch vinyl. Sold for $7. Headed to Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, or this morning when I was laying in bed, I was thinking also about when I used to buy shoes, because there's a shoe coming out this weekend or this month that I want, that I was never able to get when it originally came out, because that's what broke the whole hype for shoes, and that is the Galaxy Foamposites. Up until they came out, I had contact. I was buying just about every new shoe that came out every week, right? So the store that always hooked me up was getting these in. So at this point, I'm expecting to get a pair. I spend hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars here every week buying shoes, buying from the clearance to resell, buying new shoes for myself. I expected to get these shoes. I wanted these shoes. I was like, man, I can't wait to these. And then all hell broke loose. This shoe is what took shoe collecting from to like pop culture craziness. Started with the whole riot thing or whatever at the mall in Florida somewhere, Miami maybe. And then the place that I got the shoes, well, I didn't really matter. I guess they've got some in the pocket money from other people, so I didn't get my pair, and that pissed me off. Because all that money I spent with them, and one pair I really wanted, they basically, and they had originally told me they would have me on it. And then when they didn't, because somebody else bumped me for whatever reason, my guess is they got money in the pocket. And I would buy employees' shoes from the clearance store when I buy there too. So I felt a little, right? But, so I was thinking, and those shoes are coming out, so hopefully I can get a pair finally. But I was thinking about the good things that would come along when I was buying those shoes at the clearance store. Here's the Hot Wheel that sold. $4 headed to Florida. And one of the things is I would go there every day when they got a truck, and they would let me have first pickings out of all the boxes. So I'd be standing there, we'd look at it, okay, this rings up at $15. Do you want it? Hell yeah, Air Force One for $15. Done. Or whatever the case may be. And another thing they would allow me to do is when things would be marked down, I'd go in, and if it was a markdown day, I think it was like Thursdays if I remember right. Not sure. But if they didn't start the markdowns because they were busy doing other things, they would hand me the markdown paper, and I would just go start pulling what I wanted. So I'm like, oh, this shirt got marked down to $1. Let's go match that up and find it. Pull all of them. Okay, I'm getting all these. Oh, this hat's marked down to $1. I'm gonna grab all those. So I was always able to get first dibs on a truck and the clearance markdowns in the store. I was just thinking of that one. Oh, the good days. The good old days. I know since my birthday's coming up, Adrian's going to try to get the foam posits for me. Jan's going to try. And I'm going to try. So I could end up with 3 pairs. All right. And lastly for the U.S. is, are you ready for a cassette lot? Yeah. Headed out to Imperial, Missouri. But they're all $5 a piece. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, just as I thought. 2, 4, 6, 7, 14. We got Psychedelic Furs. We got Hank Williams. Kenny Rogers. Thank you very much. Hank Williams Sr. Hank Williams Jr. We got Debbie Gibson. Electric Youth. And we got Out of the Blue. I did the blue. We got George Jones. We got Randy Travis. Garth Brooks. Survivor. Randy Travis. And another Garth Brooks. Biggity bam. Biggity bam. This bubble's gonna fit in. Kinda. Stay. We got an offer on a cap. Obey. Bucket cap, $8. I'll take it. Thank you very much. Yay. All right. Dang you, I was just going to use you. Okay, 22 864. Louis. Louis. It's all the U.S. stuff. And a couple of international, itchy nose glasses. Got nubbit. Come on now. So when you call up that shrink in Beverly Hills, you know the one. Doctor, everything will be all right. So that's not much time. How much you want? Go. Where'd it go? There. Scan This looks so cute. So cute. Baby girl's back. I see you licking your lips. You got some water? Did you get you some water? I'm glad there was some in there. Because I forgot to check. Louis. Almost done, girl. I got 2 internationals, and then I got to resurface a few. Vidal? What's your name? Vidal. Vidal's the name. Jonathan. Matt. Another offer. It's good to see we're cooking with oil today, as they say. Cooking with oil. Review. $8. Accept. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, cha-cha. Thank you very much, cha-cha. Thank you very much, cha-cha. Whoops, hit the wrong thing. Go here. And then hit the refresh. Refresh. Alright, I know we got the belly star on cassette. Stop it. Headed to Australia. And where's my cassette? There we go. Use cassette. Headed to Australia, $21.58. I think that's Australian money. Did that go up? I think that went up, didn't it? $13.99? I need to check my prices. See if I'm still charging $12.99. If not, I gotta bump that up. Bump it up, James. I'm about to. Bump it up, James. That's what I was born to do. We got Foreplay, headed to the UK. Foreplay, headed to the UK. Already used record. Sold for $18. fat I just took. All right, we got 13. 13. All right. I feel like the pirate ship pulls over the fat numbers and stuff now. I thought they always did, but apparently not. Whoops. Duh, I gotta put in. No. Why is it? Oh, why is it saying the VAT number's wrong? Because there's spaces? I guess so. Okay. So 13. Yep, no spaces for you. No spaces for you. No spaces for you. End of day. 6 yesterday, 2 today. Print the labels. Scan sheet, I should say. There's one. Scan form. Print. Oink. Oink. Baby, get a wagging a tail. All right. I am finito. Finished. Except for my resurfacing. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Went a little over, but that's all right. So, as I part, good wishes to all this weekend. See what kind of videos I can come up with for the weekend. Woo, 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 woo. Hope you guys will have some good sales. Yeah, that's about it, I think. I got to get to work, do some work, get some stuff listed, keep these numbers rising, and let's go. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you all in the next video. Later.